Let's talk about Avengers Endgame now. I watched this movie about 2 weeks ago, but I've been sick and life got on the way, so I haven't posted anything about it. Plus, I didn't want to have spoilers out there, even with a warning. But now we're out of the water, so we can talk about it freely. This movie is obviously everybody knows 3 hours long. By now, it has made over $2 billion. It took Titanic in no time, and it's coming for Avatar. But let's talk about the movie itself first. I was worried about going to the bathroom, but I didn't even think about going to the bathroom at any time. I still have my drink, and I did not. So that something that I worry about, did not care. Let's first talk about the bad about this movie. So the Hulk gets his ass whooped by Thanos in Infinity War. Doesn't come out after that. And fine, we were expecting Professor Hulk. But when the Hulk wished everybody back with the gauntlet, he was injured. And I get that he was injured, but that was a missed opportunity for him to come back and beat Thanos. Not be the one to actually beat him, but at least give him some ass whooping. The gamma radiation that he received from the gauntlet, yeah, it harmed him. It did, and that's okay. But I was expecting that to turn him into this world breaker Hulk and go crazy. Like the minute that they got attacked, he would have lost his shit. He would have grown bigger, and he would have gone at the Thanos somehow. But it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. And I'm like, I get it, Professor Hulk. You got Banner. You got the Hulk. Fun shit. Love to see it. But I think there was a missed opportunity. Now, onto Black Widow. They make us fall in love with this character in this movie throughout the first hour or two. And then they just take her from us. Like, what the hell, man? I didn't see this shit coming. So, Nebula, you sent these people to Bormir and you didn't tell them that one of them was going to die? But you know what? How do you get Black Widow over? Aside from making her a very good character at the beginning of this movie, so she can shine in her own movie. You take her from us, huh? You take her from us. You damn Russos, you damn Marvel. You took Black Widow from us, and he actually hurt. Shh. And then the third thing that I'm like, what just happened? So Nebula goes back in time with War Machine, right? And she did not know that she could link up to whatever cloud computer she's connected to. She didn't think about that shit. I get it. This was the way to get Thanos into the future. But I'm like, that's it. That's how he finds out. Like, come on, man. I I was a little confused there for a minute. It was after the movie. I was like, I spoke to a friend of mine. And I'm like, hey, what happened there? And then he was like, no, she's connected to the network. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. But you would think everything that went wrong in this movie, it was because of Nebula. She was the real villain when you think about it. Shit. Didn't tell Clinton and Natasha about Bormir, and you get discovered. Yeah. But anyway, those were the three things that I was like, I don't know what just happened here. But let's talk about everything else that was in this movie. Everything else was good. This movie was 3 hours long. 3 hours long. And at no point did I fell asleep. Or did I feel like I was going to fall asleep or I was bored. At every moment. Even the first 2 hours, which were slow. Just like somebody else said in another review. They were slow. But I think they were still entertaining. Because you still had to get to each story. Captain Marvel came and she saved Iron Man. Kudos. I actually smiled for the first time seeing Brie Larson doing something. You rescue the man. So I'm gonna let you pass there. Then we get the reunion when Iron Man comes back with Captain America. We were waiting for that for a while. So it finally happens, and with Pepper, and then when they're inside the base, Iron Man goes crazy, and he's like, "What the hell? I told you about this." And as expected, he reacted as expected. I just didn't see it coming, but he reacted as expected. Then the group finally decides to go and get Thanos, and at this point, they get there. Nothing has happened. This man is like, "Look, I don't have the stones," and Thor is not having it. Cuts his head off. So when this happens, I'm like, "Wait a minute, I'm confused now," because I know I saw this man in the trailer. So how is it not? What's going on? And then they just they just give us a curveball, and here we are, 5 years later. We got Professor Hulk, we got Fat Thor, Iron Man has a baby, Captain America is still Captain America, Black Widow is the main person, like the leader, and I'm like, what? We're going forward in time now, huh? And then the MVP comes out. The real MVP of this movie is the mouse. And I'm not talking about Mickey Mouse. No, I'm talking about a mouse. Without that mouse, we don't get shit. There is no resolution. That mouse helped Ant-Man escape. The minute that I saw that, I was like, the mouse. The mouse saved the universe. I gotta tell you, I have fun with this movie. I really did. I really like when they went back in time. Each went to a timeline. They had a little fuck up. We now saw how Loki can come back. This open multi timelines now. We saw Iron Man interacting with his dad. It was something nice to see on screen that we hadn't seen before. So they finally get back. They wish everybody back. The Hulk does it, and then of course Nebula brings Thanos from the past, and he just let the vase have it. Oh man, he destroyed that shit. This man was coming for the stones, and here's where things at that point I was like, what just happened? But I get it. I get it now. I let myself not do this review for a minute because I wanted to sit on this and just digest it. And before I go on about this part of the movie, this movie was being spoken about everywhere. Everywhere. Just everywhere. I went to eat, the servers were talking about the movies. I was at work, people that did not like Marvel were interested in going to see Endgame now. They went back to watch other movies just so they can watch Infinity War and Endgame. They were asking me what should I watch, and I will give them the list. I will try not to tell them don't watch all the movies. If you can, why not? But this is how big this movie got. Now, let's go back to this part of the movie when Thanos comes into the future. So Thor, Fat Thor. Now many people can be Thor, huh? Fat Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man are about to take on Thanos, and he does not have the Infinity Gauntlet. He doesn't have it. He was wiping the floor with these people. And while this is happening, I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened? Thor took on Thanos by himself, didn't go for the head, and Thanos had a gauntlet and almost took him out. But here, Thor was about to receive the same fate that Thanos received in Infinity War, which is having Stormbreaker through his chest. But what happened? What happened here? What happened right there at that moment when I'm like, why is this man getting overpowered? Well, Captain America happened. He grabbed the hammer. Yep, he was able to pick it up. And I'm like, well, so wait, hold up. When did this happen? Thor was happy as hell. I was like, what? What just happened? And that scene right there, I just had to like, what? I was laying back. I had to lean forward. I was laying back and I had to lean forward. I was like, wait a minute. Did that just happen? Oh shit. Shit's about to get real. So Cap with his shield and his hammer about to take on Thanos, and I'm like, uh-oh, it's a wrap. It wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough. Thanos was whooping ass all over the place. And I'm like, how the hell? But I think now I know. Thanos from Infinity War was just trying to eliminate 50% of the people. He was not interested in killing you. Even though in when he went to the ship where Thor was, yeah, there was some bodies there. I was like, okay. But he was more interested in getting his stones instead of fighting these people and, and actually killing them. And in Titan, he was fighting all these Avengers and they almost had him. But then here, oh wait, and then when he went to Wakanda, that Thor almost had him. But then here, he's 3-on-1 and he was kicking everybody's ass. Shit. He was giving it to Iron Man, to Thor, that had both of his weapons. Captain America broke his shield. Captain Marvel, he grabbed the Power Stone, punched her ass away. Shit. Scarlet Witch gave him some trouble. So he decided to rain on everybody. Like, fuck it. Just fucking rain shit on everybody. Just do it. But I get why Thanos was OP. I get it now. Even though he didn't have the gauntlet. This looked like a more vicious Thanos. Like, he's like, I'm getting my stones no matter what. So, I'm coming for them. I mean, this guy is a G. He just came and sat there like, Nebula, go give me my shit. I want my stones. He didn't even bother to go get it himself. He sent somebody else to get him. So, it was fun to see Thanos, though. It was fun to see him. Any bullshit that he will say, that's a meme, that's a meme, that's a meme, and that's a meme. So, that was fun. It was really fun to watch that. Now, to the saddest part of the movie. Pretty sad part, man. I mean, I was like, what? But what better way to kill Iron Man than the way that they did? There is no other way. Just like Doctor Strange said, there was no other way. He took the stones from Thanos very quickly. I was like, he did? It's pretty fast. And he said, I am Iron Man. And we get the widescreen. Yep. I knew he was going after that. There was no way he was coming back after that. Impossible. And when that happens, I was like, whoa. They actually did it. They did it. For a minute first, I thought that Thanos was about to kill Captain America while they were battling. I almost thought that was happening. But they came and Iron Man just said, I'm going to save everybody. And he dusted. He dusted every bad guy away with the snap of his finger. Payback to Thanos. Just like that. How else do you kill Iron Man? You don't let your villain kill him. You let him go out saving the world. And that was perfectly executed, even if you didn't want the character to die. Can't hate Marvel for doing this. There's no other way of killing this guy. He went out saving the world. Think about that. Not the world, the universe. He brought back 50% of the universe. One of the most loved characters, if not the most loved character in the MCU. He brought back 50% of the universe. He will be known across the universe for bringing everybody back. And that was the guy next to me was sobbing. He was crying. He was going like he just lost somebody. And I was like, oh shit. I was just shocked, like, damn, they actually did it. So yeah, that was the saddest part. Now the most exciting part of the movie was when everybody came back. When Captain is just, I'm like, Captain is there by himself. Everybody's down. Thanos is like, I'm going to just wipe the floor with you now. Bring his army, everybody, the Black Order, the Chitauri, everybody and their moms. And I'm just looking like, what's about to happen? Because, shit, I know Cap, he's not going to survive this. And then we hear Falcon on your left. And then everybody and their mothers from the other side comes out. And Avengers assemble, finally. Finally we hear from Captain America. I gotta say this. I was not a fan of Captain America at the beginning. Back then when it was the first Avenger, and even in Avengers. But after Winter Soldier, I feel like he actually got character development, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. I actually became a Captain America fan, and this movie took him even to bigger heights. So that was fun. That was a fun movie, and the reviews were right. The first 2 hours, they were slow, they were okay. Then the next hours when stuff picks up, and then those last 10 minutes is when everything really actually happened. The look on Thanos when he knew he was getting dusted, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna sit here and wait." He's just like, "All right, I lost. Why do I keep fighting? I'm just gonna sit here and wait to get dusted." And that's what happened. The funeral was something. That was something sad, of course. We saw some of the people that came back from the snap. When I first watched the movie, I was like, "Who's that kid?" And then I realized the kid from Iron Man 3. Obviously, they tie everything back together. Now, because of this movie, now I really want to watch a Spider-Man Far From Home. I wasn't looking forward to that movie. I was gonna watch it, but now I want to see the world after the snap from Iron Man. I just want to see, in the trailers. That's another conversation, but the trailers already gave us a little piece of what's coming. But yeah, overall, this movie was really good, but this movie by itself, without Infinity War, is not Endgame. So, as much as we love Endgame, you gotta give it to Infinity War. I watch Infinity Wars at least 10 times, and I don't watch movie twice that often or multiple times. And I watch Infinity War so many times. So Infinity War set up this movie and took this movie to the heights that we have today. Even with the deaths and the bad that it has, this is in my top 5. It's in my top 5, but I'm usually a team up movie guy. So in my top 5, you're gonna find Civil War, you're gonna find Endgame, you're gonna find the first Avengers movie, you're gonna find Iron Man. So this movie is in the top 5. I don't know if we ever gonna get something like this again. I know they can do a lot more with the Avengers, but is it gonna be like this? I don't know. We just have to wait and see another 10 years and see where we go with this. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the next Avenger is probably gonna be one movie and then another movie and then probably another movie, and then they'll do like a big team up. There's so much they can do, but that is very far in the future. After this, we need a break. And they're going to give it to us because after Spider-Man Far From Home, we don't have any more movies for the year. We got our 3 movies within the first 7 months, and that's it. So, yeah. This movie was fucking awesome, even with the stuff that I didn't agree with. We didn't have the action that we had in Infinity War, but we have a story. So I'll put Infinity War in front of this movie just because of that. But those last 10 minutes, one of the best comic book movie scenes ever. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this movie. I know I'm like extra late talking about this, but I really wanted to wait, get my thoughts together, hear the people, and then just talk about this movie. At the end of the day, everybody does a review and their opinion, but this is what I think about this movie. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will see you next time.
Que la calle bota fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego. Que la calle bota fuego, fuego.